Hey, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dan Newman. I'm a SCORE mentor volunteer, and with me is Richard Brown, who is with the Minority Business Assistance Center. He's a business advisor there. This webinar, you will learn about government certifications designed to promote diversity and inclusion in business opportunities, particularly in government contracts and procurement. The certifications that are included in this discussion are Minority Business Enterprise, sometimes known as MBE, and Women Business Enterprise, sometimes known as WBE. Also, Encouraging Diversity, Growth, and Equity Program, known as EDGE, and Disadvantaged Business Enterprise, DBE, and Veteran-Owned Business, VBE. You'll learn the details of these certifications, including the benefits, the qualifications. For example, the business must be established 1 year in the state of Ohio, and the steps to complete certification. Our speaker is Richard Brown. Richard has extensive experience in client counseling, access to capital bonding. He is recognized as the highest volume business advisor in capital infusion, certifications, contracts for clients, and loans approved in his center. He is a subject matter expert in MBE, WBE, EDGE, and VBE, and certifications within the state of Ohio. I'm briefly going to share my screen and talk a little bit about SCORE so you know about us since we're presenting this, and then I'm going to turn it over to Richard. Richard, when you're done with each slide, just say next slide, please, and I'll bring up the next slide. I'm going to share the slide now with the SCORE presentation. Okay, SCORE Cleveland is the largest network of free volunteer business mentors in the nation. No matter what stage your business is in, SCORE has a mentor for you. You can easily request a mentor to start and grow or transition your business today. If you have a cell phone handy, you might want to have it nearby. We're going to bring up some QR codes at the end of this brief set of slides here so that you can capture the link to our website and also to the link for requesting a mentor. Our mission, vision, and values are to foster vibrant small business communities through mentoring and education. We aim to give every person the support they need to thrive as a small business owner. Small business drives our national economy through business formation, job creation, and wealth building. Small businesses are critical to vibrant communities in our society. SCORE volunteers give freely of their time, energy, and knowledge to others. There is never a fee or a cost for asking for a SCORE mentor to help you with your business. We reach out to all different kinds of communities, and we make no distinction. If you're an entrepreneur coming from any walk of life, we are here for you. Our work is supported by the U.S. Small Business Administration, SBA, and a few generous sponsors. SCORE has over 10,000 volunteers nationwide, and we are able to deliver all of our services at no charge. This is a screenshot of the SCORE Cleveland website, and I'm going to bring up now the QR codes that I mentioned. The QR code on the left will take you to the website. The QR code on the right will take you to SCORE requesting a mentor. If you don't have a cell phone handy, don't worry. If you're attending right now, you will get a copy of the slides and this presentation, and you will see in the video presentation this slide again, and you'll be ready to go. And with that, I'm going to drop this out, and I'm going to close and bring up the other slide, the other package rather. And Richard, the floor is yours.
Well, thank you, Dan, and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Richard Brown, and I am Senior Business Advisor with the Minority Business Assistance Center. And first of all, I just want to thank SCORE for partnering with us. We are so appreciative of our partnership with SCORE, and we're excited to be able to provide this information with you today regarding a state certification. Our team consists of our regional director, Shoshana Duckworth. She's not here, but she's our regional director. The rest of our team, our program and marketing coordinator is Shanita Green. Our certification specialist is Victoria Webster. Our administrative assistant is Marcel Sutton, and we have a dynamic team, and we work together to provide the resources and services that we have here with the Minority Business Assistance Center at the Urban League of Greater Cleveland. And so what do we do? We are here to help our businesses to counsel and advise them in the emerging business enterprises to help them achieve scale and market success. Our overarching goal is to help small minority-owned disadvantaged business contribute to job creation and economic growth in Ohio. The Minority Business Assistance Center, it services 8 counties. Those counties are Cuyahoga, Geauga, Lake, Lorain, Portage, Medina, Huron, and Erie. Next slide, please. Okay, so here at MBAC, our services consist of what we like to call our 4 pillars. And the first one is technical assistance, and that's where we help our business with things like business plans. We help our businesses with knowing your numbers, going over your financial projections. We help you with your marketing, your sales goals, and marketing strategies. So that's the first pillar. The second one is access to capital. Because we are the Minority Business Assistance Center and we work with the state of Ohio, we have a number of different lending options available to you, and we will go through that in more detail when we go through our presentation. However, we are also part of the Entrepreneurship Center with the Urban League of Greater Cleveland. And our Entrepreneurship Center consists of our UBiz Venture Capital with Loan Fund. It consists of our Small Business Development Center, and it also consists of us, the Minority Business Assistance Center. So we have 3 different centers here at the Entrepreneurship Center with the Urban League of Greater Cleveland. The next pillar is our business certifications, and that's where we partner with you, our business owners, and we help you with that certification process. We hold your hand through that certification process, as Dan had highlighted before, the number of certifications that are available with the state of Ohio. The last pillar is contract procurement. Since we have a number of different relationships with organizations throughout the city of Cleveland and beyond, when they have contract and procurement opportunities, they reach out to us to see if we have qualified clients, vendors who could participate in that process as far as bidding for RFPs, requests for proposal, or bidding on those contract opportunities. And so ultimately here at the Minority Business Assistance Center, if we don't have the resources, we reach out to our wonderful partners like SCORE to provide you with the assistance that you need. Next slide, please. So what is certification? Certification, to put it plain and simple, a certification is a document that represents an underserved minority group, allowing that minority group the same access as its competitors. Next slide, please. And as we mentioned previously, there are a number of certifications that are available with the state of Ohio. And the first one we will talk about is the MBE, or also known as the Minority Business Enterprise Certification. And this certification is designed to assist minority business in obtaining state government contracts. Eligibility, you must be a for-profit business. The business must be in year for at least 1 year. The business owner must have at least a 51% ownership interest in the company prior to applying for certification. And who is eligible for this certification? This certification is based on ethnicity. So there's 4 different groups who are eligible for this certification. And that is African Americans or Blacks, American Indian, Asians, or Hispanic or Latino. So those are the 4 different ethnic groups who are eligible for this certification. Next slide, please. So the next certification we'll look at is the WBE, or the Women's Business Enterprise Certification. And this certification is designed to help increase the visibility of small business owners that are women-owned on a corporate level. So who's eligible? The business must be owned and controlled by a woman, at least 51% by a woman. You need to be a U.S. citizen, has established residency in the state of Ohio, and you need to be open and operating for at least 1 year. Next slide, please. So the next certification that we will look at is called the EDGE certification, or also that's an acronym for Encouraging Diversity, Growth, and Equity. And this certification was designed to assist socially and economically disadvantaged business in receiving state contracts in areas such as construction, engineering, or technological services. Okay, and who is eligible? The business must be owned and controlled by a U.S. citizen Ohio resident who is both socially and economically disadvantaged. And so, what does that consist of? The social disadvantage can consist of ethnicity, female gender, a chronic physical or mental disability. The business owner's long-term residence is in an environment isolated from mainstream of society, also known as a hub zone. Additionally, they must employ 35% of the workforce from within a hub zone. So those are the eligibility requirements for as far as for the social disadvantage. The economic disadvantage, to meet that requirement, the personal net worth cannot exceed $750,000 at the time of application, not to exceed the U.S. Small Business Administration small business size standards based on NAICS codes, could be average gross receipts or employees, and fair market value of all assets have to be less than 6 million. Next slide, please. And so the last certification that the state of Ohio offers is called the VBE, or the Veteran Friendly Business Enterprise Certification. And this certification provides preference or bonus points to certified companies that compete to contract with the state to supply goods or services if needed, including eligible construction services. So what are the eligibility requirements? At least 51% of the business is owned by veterans or persons on active services. The business is certified by the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs as a service disabled veteran-owned small business, or veteran-owned small business and owners meet the definition of a veteran. At least 51% of the board of directors are veterans or persons on active service. At least 10% of the business employees are veterans or on active service. So these are the eligibility requirements. Just to clarify, you don't have to meet all of them, but you have to meet at least one of these requirements. Either the business has to meet one of the four. All right, just want to clarify that. You don't have to meet all of them, but you have to meet at least one of these requirements. Next slide, please. Okay, so next we have our certification checklist. Okay, and when you work with the Minority Business Assistance Center, we will assist you with this checklist. It can seem like a lot of documentation, but that's what we're here for. We're here to hold your hand throughout the process. So any questions that you have, we want to make sure that they're answered. We want to make sure that you are completing the information correctly, so there is no delays in the process of your application. We realize the benefits that you can achieve from become certified with the state of Ohio. So we want to make sure that we do it right the first time. And that's why it's a good thing to work with us if you're interested in being certified and you're eligible based on the requirements that we have already just covered. And you will be assigned, the good news is you will be assigned to work with our certification specialist, who is Victoria Webster. And she makes sure that you have everything that you need, and she will assist you with that certification process. You get an opportunity to work with her once you're ready to move forward in that area as far as becoming certified, applying for certification. Next slide, please. And as we just stated, how to become certified, you will contact the Minority Business Assistance Center. The number is right there on the screen. Your business advisor will provide you with the document checklist and to help you in gathering those documents that are on the checklist. Again, we're here to assist you with that process. We don't want you to get overwhelmed. We're here to make sure that you understand everything that you need in order to apply and get your business certified, so you can, have that opportunity to bid on contracts to grow and scale your business. And there are also a number of other different benefits, which we'll be talking about shortly, with becoming certified with the state of Ohio. Right now, the turn time for becoming certified, I'm sure that may be a question people are asking, is 120 days. Right now in the state, there's been delays in the processing of applications. And so that's the amount of time that it takes from start to finish, to get your business certified with the state of Ohio. That's why it's so important that, when you submit your application, you want to make sure all your information is correct. And that way it would help to eliminate even greater delays. And once you submit all your documentation, then you have to wait on the state. The state will reach out to you, let you know if they need additional documentation. If not, then the next step, if everything looks good, the next step, we go ahead to schedule for an interview. After the interview, if the interview goes well, the next step, they'll make the determination on whether or not to approve you for the certifications that you applied for. And that's the process that's how the process goes. Next slide, please. So what are some of the benefits of certification? And as I said, once you become certified, there are a number of different benefits that are available to you. One of the benefits are access to contracts. The state of Ohio has a set aside goal for MBE certified businesses of at least 15. The minimum goal is 15%. They have a set aside goal of 15%. So when you think about it, all the different contracts and things that are coming through the state of Ohio, that set aside goal is 15%. If you're certified as an MBE, you have the opportunity to be able to participate in that pool of funds. Out of all the different funds and all the money that is being generated in the contracts and opportunities are coming through the state of Ohio. So that's significant. Additionally, the EDGE set aside goal is 5%. And so you get that contract could be the difference, allow you to go to that next level in your business. It could be a real game changer. And so when you get that contract, what is that going to do? That's going to increase your revenue. You're going to see your revenue streams increase. You're going to be able to create more jobs, which is what we're looking at. We want you to be able to create those more jobs, and those jobs to be sustainable. So that's another benefit. Additionally, financial assistance available with loans and bonding. The state has bonding assistance available as well for those if you're in the construction industry, things like that. And then also becoming certified, it gives you a competitive advantage over other businesses because you went through this process, you went through this vetting process with the state of Ohio. And so now you have that credential. The certification is also a credential. And so you have that credential to let everyone know that you have went through this process, and that lets everyone know that you are now, ready to engage and do business with them. So that if you are, say you are a subcontractor and you're looking to do business with a prime contractor, it's letting that contractor know that you went through this vetting process, your financials are together, your tax returns, all your information is in order, and you're ready to participate in this contract. And it's also a marketing tool. So when you get that certification, you can use that as a marketing tool as well to let people know that you have become certified with the state of Ohio. So there are a number of different advantages. And you can also, another advantage is you can network with other certified businesses. And that way you can create collaborations and synergies in order to help each other grow. Next slide, please. And as I was talking about, so the Ohio Buys website. So once you get certified, the state of Ohio has resources available to you to help you and assist you to navigate the Ohio Buys website so you can bid on different contract opportunities. Again, like I said, there are some opportunities that have been set aside specifically for MBE businesses. And so it's once you get on that website, sometimes it can be a little overwhelming. And so we try to make sure that you are connected with the procurement team with the state of Ohio, the procurement coordinator, for example. And they also have webinars and trainings to help you so that you can successfully navigate the website and take advantage of all these different opportunities that are available on the state level with Ohio Buys website. Next slide, please. And also with the Minority Business Assistance Center, we have our own procurement website. So we get so many different opportunities to come through our office, and we want to make sure that our clients are accessing these opportunities as well. So you see the QR code, you click onto that QR code, you'll have access to our website. I'm sure we'll provide information as well. So you can link up that website and see if there's something that would be a good fit for your business. Next slide. And as I mentioned, one of the benefits of becoming certified is access to capital. And the state of Ohio has a number of different loan programs. We'll do a high-level overview of them. Again, if you're interested in looking at that, you can work with business advisor. You will be assigned a business advisor to work with in order to discuss funding opportunities with the state of Ohio. Next slide, please. Okay, so for some of the state of Ohio Minority Business Development Division, the loan program, one loan program that's very exciting right now is our Ohio microloan program. And this program was designed to help stimulate the growth of new businesses. You need to be in business at least 2 years in order to apply for this loan program. So that's been changed recently. So you need to be in business at least 2 years to apply for this loan program. You need to be certified as either an MBE with the state of Ohio, and the interest rate is 0% interest rate. The minimum loan amount is $10,000, and the maximum loan amount is $45,000. Again, if you're interested in these programs, you can reach out to us, and we'll go through more details at that time. But just the fact that the interest rate is 0% is exciting in and of itself. And so the next loan program is the Minority Direct Loan Program. And this program provides funding up to $1.5 million for eligible projects such as land, building, machinery, or equipment purchased at a rate of 1.5% interest rate for the state portion of the loan. So these are some very attractive interest rates. The next loan program is our Collateral Enhancement Program. And this provides lending institutions with cash collateral deposits used as additional collateral to support loans made to eligible small businesses. Another attractive loan program is our Women's Business Enterprise Loan Program. And this provides loans to certified and non-certified women-owned businesses. And the rate is up to 3%. And I'll pause for that for a minute, because if you're certified as a women's business enterprise, the interest rate is 1.5. If you're not certified, then it's 3%. And the minimum loan amount is $45,000, and the max is $500,000. And this loan can be used for owner-occupied real estate. So you're looking to acquire a building, a commercial property, or you have a property, and you're looking to renovate, do some upgrades to it. It can be used for that. It can be used for machinery and equipment as well. And then we also have the Minority Business Bonding Program, which I previously mentioned. So they provide surety bonds up to $1 million to approved state-certified minority businesses. And the last program we'll look at is the Ohio Capital Access Program. This provides lending institutions with cash deposits to secure bank loans up to $350,000 for land, building, machinery, or equipment, or it can also be used to support working capital needs such as inventory, payroll, up to $250,000. So as we can see, there are a number of different loan programs, that are available with the state of Ohio. And the key to accessing these loan programs, if you want to get the best rate, is to become certified as either a WBE with the Women's Business Enterprise Loan Program, or an MBE with the Micro Enterprise Loan Program, and things like that. So these are programs that you want to use, take advantage of, and to grow and scale your business. And again, like I said, we will assist you if you're interested in applying for loans. If you are certified, then we can have that conversation. The first thing is to get certified as either an MBE or WBE business. Next slide. So after certification, what's next? Next slide. So after you get certified, that's when we assist you with things like, okay, I'm certified. And so one of the first things you want to start looking at is you want to start getting your capability statement together. So if you don't have a capability statement, that's your business resume. And so we can assist you with that, provide resources to help you with that, so that that's the one thing that you're going to need when you are trying to look at procurement opportunities, when you're going to different organizations and you log onto the diversity supplier portal. You're going to have that capability statement. That's going to be your calling card. As well as being certified, they want to see that capability statement. That's something that you definitely need, and we can assist you with that. And also, we would assist you with getting connected with the state of Ohio to see what type of opportunities are available that would be a good fit for your business to bid on. And then they also have something like quick quotes and things like that that you can bid on. And it's just a number of opportunities, and it's just important to be aware of these opportunities so that you can pursue them, to grow and scale your business and generate revenue. So it doesn't stop here. We are here to assist you in the furtherance of your business growth in any way that we can. And again, like I said, with the capability statement, that's one thing. And then also assisting you, like I said, with knowing how to go to these different organizations and going to their diversity supplier portal to be registered as a vendor in order to be considered for some of their procurement opportunities. Next slide. Okay, so then what you want to do is stay connected with the Minority Business Assistance Center. We have a great team. We're here to assist you in any way that we can to help you to grow and scale your business. We have a number of different resources available here with the Minority Business Assistance Center, but also with the Entrepreneurship Center here at the Urban League of Greater Cleveland. So we want to be your one-stop shop. For the most part, we will many times if we don't have resources, we reach out to SCORE because they have a number of different resources available as well. And we connect and we partner with them throughout our network. So at this time, our director again is Shoshana Duckworth. She's our regional director. If you want to reach out to us, Shanita Green, she's our program coordinator. She gets she's putting that in the chat. So that'll be the first step. So how do we get connected? Shanita Green, she's our point of contact for you to get connected with us. And at this time, we will take questions that are in the chat.
I'm just taking it from the top. The link up here for more information. And this is the web link for the Minority Business Center. That's in the chat. Let's scroll down here. Here's our first question from ME. Mr. Brown.
Okay. Are those interviews after applications submitted in person? Ways to prepare for the interview. Okay. I do know that clients are now, if you have a local business and things like, they are going to your business. During COVID, everything was done over the phone, but now it seems like the state is coming out. If you have a business, they're going out to verify to your business. I've seen a number of my clients, they've had that on-site interview. And so as far as preparing, for your interview, the one thing I tell clients is state is looking for ownership and control. So if you are the business owner and you know your business, that shouldn't be an issue because they're going to ask you questions basically to see that you have ownership and control over your business. That's why it says you need the business must be owned and controlled at least 51% by a woman, at least 51% by a minority. So they want to see that you have ownership and control. And if you have ownership and control, you shouldn't have any problem with the interview process. Okay. Okay, so the next question is, I'm certified, now what? Okay, so I'm certified, now what? What you want to do is connect with us. Again, like I said, that's what we're here for, to make sure that now that you're certified. So what we like to do once you get certified is connect you specifically with the state of Ohio so that you can go ahead and learn how to navigate the Ohio Buys website if you haven't done it yet. So that's one of the first things. And also to make sure that, if you're certified and you're looking for procurement opportunities, to make sure that you have that capability statement. That's your business resume. You need to have that capability statement. So those are the first couple of things you want to do and go from there. And also we have a procurement website as well. You want to look at our procurement website to see what opportunities are available on that website as well. So that's one first things you want to do. Once you get that capability statement, next you want to start registering as a vendor on different organizations. Say, for example, I'll say Sherwin-Williams, if that's something that was relatable to your business. They have a diversity supplier portal. Once you have your capability statement, you can go ahead and register your business as a vendor on their website. So those are some of the steps you need to take once you do become certified. Okay. Does this work for federal too? Okay, so we work with the state of Ohio. So we can only speak to what we know with the state of Ohio because that's who we are part of. So you would have to reach out to people like Apex Accelerator regarding the certification process for the federal. It may be slightly different. but I can only speak to the certification process that we work with the state of Ohio.
Richard, we also have some questions coming in under the question Q&A heading. I'll put that up on the screen for you to take a look at that.
Okay. Can franchise retail outlets be certified for women-owned businesses? So the first question I would ask is is the business owned and controlled, at least what the state is going to look at is going to look at, if you're a franchise, is this business owned and controlled at least 51% by women? That's the one thing. Are you a resident of the state of Ohio? Are you meeting the requirements? That's what the state is going to be looking at. Are you meeting the requirements for the WBE? Is the business is the business located in Ohio? Are you a resident of the state of Ohio? And things like that. Okay. Is this largely for procuring contracts? The certifications are for procuring contracts. It's also for loans. I mean, so the certification, there are many different resources that are available, to you once you do become certified. I like to say your certification is your access card to the different benefits and resources that are available at the state of Ohio. Okay, so there is a question under the LLC for the checklist, the unit journal, the name and address to whom issued. Is it okay? This is a question that you would need to reach out to us. It's a rather long question. If you want to reach out to us directly, we will respond to that question. And that's what we're here for, to answer those questions. So you just reach out to Shanita Green and she'll connect you with one of us. Who handles Summit? Who handles the Summit County? Summit County is Akron. We have an Akron Urban League. We have an MBAC in Akron. And that's who you would reach out to if you were in Summit County. And what we try to do is make sure that if our business owners are working with their local MBAC, and the reason why we do that is because there may be resources that are available to you that we have no idea about right there in your own backyard. So that's why we always defer to the local MBAC so that you're getting everything, all the benefits, all the resources that are available to you.
Richard, there are a couple of questions in the Q&A, if you would take a look at those.
Okay. Is there a fee for your service? No, our services are free. Okay. If you're an LLC, do you need to include articles of organization? No, you don't need to include your articles of organization for certification. That's not one of the required documents on our checklist. I already answered, what does the interview consist of? Ownership and control. They're going to make sure that you have ownership and control of your business. Under the LLC for the checklist, the unit journal, the name, address to whom issued. This all depends on how you registered your business with the state of Ohio. If it's an LLC, what does your articles of organization say for your LLC? How is it registered? And there's other details. So again, that's questions that we could answer. We would have to talk with you in more depth to get more information regarding that. And then you can reach out to us. For a partnership, can one partner request the certification? Or it has to be both partners? Okay. Again, that's another one-off question that we could address offline. Okay. Is there any discussion with the state about nonprofits? The state does not certify nonprofits. That's why we always ask if you are a for-profit business, because the state is interested in having businesses that are in business and generating revenue and trying to grow that business to create jobs and to make sure those jobs are sustainable.
Richard, there's a question over in the chat. Columbus connected to a mentor. SCORE has a chapter in Columbus, so look for SCORE website, score.org. and then choose the Columbus chapter, and you can be connected to a mentor there.
Okay. How do you help? Okay, we have a Columbus MBAC as well. So if you're in Columbus, you would reach out to your Columbus MBAC, um, and we can connect you with them as well. But that's who you reach out to because we have an MBAC office in Columbus. One question is, are we able to get certified in more than one category? Yes, you can get certified if you qualify for. You can get certified as a MBE, WBE, and an EDGE. So you can get qualified into more than one uh, in more than one category. Can you speak on city to state reciprocity? Okay. In regards to reciprocity, the city of Cleveland does have reciprocity with the state of Ohio as far as certification. And the way that works is it's for MBE. Okay. So if you get certified with the city of Cleveland as an MBE, you can request reciprocity with the state to recognize your certification. However, it's only MBE to MBE. So that's the thing about that. So, and you have to consider that. And we normally say like, depending on what you're trying to accomplish in that purpose, maybe you have a pending contract and it's requiring that you get certified with the city and things like that. You may want to do that. However, we always encourage you to take advantage of all the different designations that are available. With the state, if you can get the MBE, the WB, and the EDGE, get those certifications because it doesn't require that much more documentation. And also, comparatively with the city, the documentation is so similar. So it's like if you have a situation where it's like I have a pending contract, reciprocity is something that you want to look at, but it is available. They do recognize each other's certifications, but again, it's only MBE to MBE. And the thing about that is, since you brought that up, the goal is we recently, this was a couple of years ago, the Senate Bill 105 was passed. Senate Bill was passed, and the thing is, the state certification eventually, the goal is to make that recognized across all entities and organizations. They haven't rolled out and created the infrastructure for something like that to happen as of yet, but they're still working out all the details, and that's a process that's going to take time. So that's why we're still recognizing all these other certifications, things like that. That's the ultimate inline goal that the state Senate bill was passed for. So we're still working through that process. Are there programs for businesses that do not qualify? There are a number of programs and resources. Again, like I said, we have so many different resources available to you with our Entrepreneurship Center. We have our SBDC, we have MBAC, we have UBIZ Venture Capital, and there are a number of other different resource partners in our ecosystem, and there's programs that you may be eligible to participate with. So yes, there are a lot of resources out here, and you just have to, avail yourself of those resources and get connected. Recording will be sent out as well as the slide deck. It could be it could be multiple. Okay, yeah, 51% the business must be owned and controlled at least 51% by women. So it could be more than one woman, but just the majority ownership has to be women. That's the main thing. 51%. It could be two women, however, but it has to be only controlled by women, 51%. Okay, I am in Indiana. Is there an MBAC or a similar organization I can reach out to there? Um, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm sure you can Google it and find out. There are organizations like MBAC, they may not be called MBAC, but they're similar to that. They perform similar functions. So we're familiar with the state of Ohio, the services we have available, unless we work with other states in that capacity. But I'm sure there's ways you can go to their website, the state website, and find out about those resources available. Look up something like DNI, diversity and inclusion, and they should have information available for you there.
I just put in the chat the address, the web address for the Indiana MBE WBE program. So if you will look in the chat, you will see the link to the state of Indiana MBE WBE program.
Thank you, Dan. Okay, there's a question. If I found my business as an LLC and changed over to a nonprofit status, would I lose certifications and funding? Okay, so what I'll say to that is that you must be a for-profit business in order to be eligible to apply for certification because the state of Ohio does not certify nonprofits. And you need to be in that business structure at least 1 year prior to applying for certification. So depending on, you know, the nature of what you've done, what's going on, I mean, that could impact your status. And since you don't, I mean, the thing about it is you don't want to lose the age of your business. So uh, if you haven't done that yet. So if you don't want, I mean, because then you're starting all over. That's what I'm saying. You have to be in that status, LLC, whatever, at least 1 year prior to applying for certification. And again, like I said, we our team is here to assist you with the certification process. A lot of good questions. Um, and we're here
Richard,
to
if there are no more questions coming in, let me just reemphasize that everyone who has attended today will receive a copy of the slides. And also you will receive probably separately via email, the email address that you registered with, a link to the recording. And let's just do one more round to see if anyone else has any more questions before we wrap it up.
There is another question. Thanks, Dan, for that. Does the MBE certification require your business to make a certain profit before you can apply? And the answer is no. And basically, what the state is looking at, they're looking to see that you are in business and you're trying to grow your business, right? So you may not have made a lot of profit. Maybe you have capital investment in your business. You bought equipment, software, whatever, and you're trying to grow your business. That's what they're looking at. So it's not necessarily you have to make a lot of money, but they want to see that you're actively involved in trying to grow and scale your business. That's the main thing. They're not going to certify, a business as a shell. You have an LLC, and you haven't done anything with it. You haven't, you just created an LLC. You don't have any activity. They're looking to see that you have activity in your business and that you're moving. You're trying to move business forward. So that's the main thing they're looking at. So the profit, the amount of money you make is not a requirement as far as an essential thing. And one thing I also like to address is that the one thing we see is a lot of businesses when they're getting certified is their financials. And so you want to make sure that you have those financial statements. You want to make sure that you have your balance sheet. You want to make sure that you have your profit and loss, your cash flow statement, and we assist you with those documents as well. So we can help you with that as well. But those are documents that you're going to need when you're applying for certification. You're going to need your tax returns, so you're going to need that information. So you want to make sure that your taxes are filed. You're going to need your business tax returns. Um, and so they're looking at all that information just to verify uh, that you are in business and you're operating. Okay, I want to start my cleaning or commercial business. Is there any certification that I need to start it? Thanks. Okay, as far as the state goes, I mean, what you can do, what in that situation, if you haven't started your business yet and you're looking to start it, um, what we would do is connect you. You would reach out to us, and we will connect you with our resource partners, our Small Business Development Center, and they will go through that process with you as far as the things you need to do when you're in a beginning process of your business. So that's why it's great that we have a number of different centers in the entrepreneurship center. So SBDC, that would be you'd be a great fit for them if you're just getting started with your business. Okay, I don't see any, let's see. I don't see any more questions at this point. So,
Richard, do you want to make a closing summary or closing statement? And then we'll wrap it up.
okay, great. So I do appreciate all the questions. And again, like some of the questions, you can just reach out to us and we can go into more detail with you. There's some rather lengthy questions in the chat. And I think for the sake of time, we can just go through that. You can reach out to us directly and we can answer those questions for you. And so I do appreciate the opportunity to share this information with you today. I'm thankful and grateful for SCORE partnering with us in this effort. We are working together to grow and scale our small businesses in our communities. And again, the Entrepreneurship Center, the Minority Business Assistance Center, we're here to assist you. We look forward to the opportunity to work with you and help you to grow and scale your business. So we want you to be successful. And so that's our goal, to help our business owners become successful in their business. And we appreciate you taking the time out your busy schedule to participate in this webinar today.
Thank you, Richard Brown and Chanita Green from the Minority Business Center, Assistance Center. My name is Dan Yerman, SCORE Cleveland. Just to wrap it up, we will send the slides and a link on YouTube to everyone who attended. Please be patient because we are an all-volunteer organization, but we'll get it out to you in the next week or so. Everybody have a good day. We're ending the session now.